Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from beautiful Costa Rica. Tonight's topic is going to be the breadcrumbs of the relationship. Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the content, please subscribe. So the breadcrumbs of the relationship, if you really think about the relationship that you are in with the narcissist, that's what you received most of the time, breadcrumbs. And that is a term, as we know, in the narcissistic abusive glossary, breadcrumbing. It's when the narcissist gives you hope, possibilities, chances of something in the future happening or something being rekindled. In other words, an opportunity, a chance, a hope of some good times ahead. And let's be real, with the narcissistic relationship, that does not happen. That's why it's called breadcrumbing, because most times it doesn't come to fruition. It's just to tease you, to keep you in line, to keep you hanging on, to keep you in the fog, to keep your head spinning, and to keep you working for the relationship in hopes that some good things will happen. They really don't. Now, your relationship with the narcissist, it was based, so much of it was on breadcrumbs. It really was. Let's go back to the very beginning when you met the narcissist, or if it's brother, sister, whoever the narcissist is, the narcissist frequently will make false promises or future faking or say things they're going to do that they have no intention of doing whatsoever, of participating, helping you out, being there, being kind, loving, all these things. Most times the narcissist does not follow through with these things. And if you were in a romantic relationship, you know what I'm talking about with the love bomb. When that was over, for the rest of the duration of your relationship, what you were doing is you were clinging on to breadcrumbs of hope that you would get back to the love bomb stage. And certainly, let's say if your relationship was a couple months up to 30 plus years, yes, I'm not saying that each and every day that you didn't have some good days in there. I know you did. But the whole time when you were in that relationship, you were being manipulated, controlled, and you were certainly being breadcrumbed, meaning you were being given breadcrumbs to keep you, to string you along, to get you to do what the narcissist wanted, to get you to hope and to think that things would change and they would improve. Which leads me to the next point. In the narcissistic relationship, very rarely do things improve. Really think about it. The longer you're with the narcissist in any relationship, any at all, the worse it gets, the more toxic it gets. And this is for many reasons, of which, one, the narcissist is getting older and they're fine-tuning their skills. Now, let's say they're a young person, but it doesn't really matter if they're young or older because they're testing people. You see, the whole experience that a narcissist, the whole experience of the narcissist is to test and to see how many things they can get away with. It's 100% real. And the more they get away with their insidious behavior and manipulating and controlling people and doing all the not good things that they do, the more it benefits them. The more they say, why would I change? I'm not going to do anything. This is working for me. And it happens through young adulthood, and then if you have kids and all that, and then this is exactly how it works. But the whole time when the narcissist is fine-tuning their skills, they're giving breadcrumbs of hope, giving breadcrumbs that, yeah, they're going to change. Things are going to improve. I'm going to be different. Now, I'm not saying they come out and promise you these things, but when they're breadcrumbing, they're saying to you, they're virtually showing you and letting you know that, yeah, you know what, if you do this and this, and if you do exactly what I want, yeah, things are going to get good. It's going to be great. And it really doesn't happen. It really doesn't, because right when you get your hopes up, you're like, oh my gosh, we had a good weekend. This is fantastic. It's Monday. Let's have a good week. I mean, it's a lot to ask for, but it's possible. And then Monday comes around and boom, again, you're treated like you're worthless, you're invalidated, you're gaslighted. And then maybe you say to them, hey, what happened? We had a great weekend. What changed? What's going on here? Like, what happened? Radio silence, stonewalling, invalidating, gaslighting, all the things that narcissists will do. These are examples. And then let's say the week goes by and you're tolerating the poor behavior of the narcissist because that's what you do when you're in the fog and you're in the relationship because you don't know any better. You don't know this is a one-way street that benefits the narcissist. You just think that this person's maybe having a tough day, a bad week. The job's not going well, whatever. You're making up excuses for them. The whole time your instincts are screaming at you that there's a real problem here, but you can't quite put your finger on it. Then let's just say the week goes by and it's the weekend again. And this is just an example. And the weekend, all of a sudden it's Friday and wow, the narcissist is in a good mood. This could be a good weekend. And you get your hopes up and you're like, okay, whatever the plans were gonna be, it doesn't really matter for this video. And then it's Friday after work, and then no, they're in a bad mood again. What happened? I don't know what happened. I can't explain. I have no idea. I wasn't with them. But something throughout the course of that day, that Friday, for the narcissist must not have made them happy. Maybe they didn't get the supply they wanted. Maybe they didn't get the new car. I don't know what it was, but it didn't make them happy. So again, when you come home from work on that Friday, and I hope you're following, your head's spinning. You don't know what to believe. You're getting breadcrumbs the whole time of possibilities, of chances, of what of days gone by that you think they can return. Let's pause there for a minute. Why do you fall for the breadcrumbing? I'll tell you why. Because you want to believe in humanity, and you want to believe that this person who turns out to be a narcissist has your best interest at heart, and that who would play games with someone's emotions? Who would say something that they're not going to actually do? Who would throw rage fits at another person behind closed doors when in fact the other person didn't do anything? All of these things are the behavior of the narcissist. Bear in mind, the narcissist has one intention each and every day, and that's whatever they can do to benefit themselves. And yes, there are times they're good to you and nice to you, and they'll do things for you, but there's always a purpose behind it. There's always a reason behind it. They're always going to remember what they did. So, in other words, they're keeping score. Let's put it that way. And they are. They really are. And they believe they should always win. And they believe that they should always get the best of you and each and every person on this planet. So breadcrumbing, it's one of the ways that the narcissist just strings you along in the relationship. Here's a famous one. I mentioned it previously. But you're at work. Your boss is a narcissist. We think they're a narcissist, by the way. And they keep telling you, yeah, you're going to get that promotion. You're going to get that raise. It's coming. Don't worry about it. Just keep on working through this, the next 6 months, and things are looking up for us. 6 months passes. You worked your tail off. You did so well. You did everything possible for the company. And hey, can I get that raise now? Guess what happens? That's right. You're not going to get the raise most likely because some new excuse is going to come up, and the narcissist, the boss, will let you know. Oh, we didn't quite make the quota this month, or times are tough, or, the global climate's not going that well. Whatever the excuse may be, it could be anything off the top of their head. Maybe they have a foggy memory. Oh, I don't remember saying that. I'm not sure. Maybe you've heard that one before. I've been down that road. The whole thing is, then the narcissistic boss in this case is giving you breadcrumbs of hope, of which will never happen. You're not going to get that raise. You're not going to get that corner office. You're not going to get the promotion. You're not going to get the things you want. Why? Because the narcissist controls these situations. They control whether you get it or not, and they don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to do well. That's a fact. What do they want? They want your hard work and your dedication and devotion to the company and your commitment, and they want you working on weekends whenever possible. So the bottom line looks good, and they look good. Remember, to the narcissist, honestly, you are literally supply, but in the workplace, you are just a tool that can actually probably, most likely, do very well and make the company money. They don't look at you as a human being with a family. They don't look at you as a beautiful person that is kind, loving, considerate. They just look at you as a number. That's how they look at you. Getting back on track, not with the business relationship, let's say the breadcrumbing of the romantic narcissist or sibling or neighbor, whoever that is, they're always going to give you promises. And you know what? Remember, the narcissist puts on the game face frequently. They put on that perma smile and like, oh yeah, everything's great. I'm really excited about whatever it's going to be. And it never happens. Most times it doesn't happen. That wasn't the clearest example, but what I'm trying to explain is the narcissist is always manipulating you. And breadcrumbing is one way they do it. So your relationship, let's say you were married to the narcissist, or maybe you still are. Think of all the times that they mentioned to you that they wanted, they want to do this for you. Oh, but they can't. Or they're thinking of doing this. Oh, but it's not the right time. So in other words, they're giving you all these false hopes, like, yeah, we're going to do this, and then, oh, but we can't. They make excuses. And this is called lip service. They're just saying things to put these things in your head. So you're thinking, wow, maybe things are going to improve. Maybe we're going to move. Maybe I'm going to get the car, or maybe I'm going to get that fancy dinner at the restaurant I've always wanted to go to. Whatever all these things are, these are breadcrumbs. The purpose for the breadcrumbing of the narcissist is to keep you in line. So you're going to continue to spin on that hamster wheel working for them and for the relationship, and continue to produce as much supply for them that you possibly can. And the whole time they're doing this, they're getting other multiple sources of supply in the background. They really are. They are. And they're probably doing the same thing with these people. You see, it's a big juggling act. It's like you go to the circus and there's the juggler who's juggling all the balls like blah, 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 whatever it is. That's what the narcissist is doing all the time. And so when they use breadcrumbing, it's literally, they have no intention of ever doing whatever they're going to say they're going to do. They're trying to just keep you around as long as they can as a vital source of supply until your supply runs out. That's what they do. So the relationship, again, I said it, let's say you were married or in a significant other relationship. Once the love bomb was over, virtually you got breadcrumbs all the time because you cannot and could not get back to the love bomb stage for any extended period of time. Remember, when you were in the love bomb, you were euphoric. You were over the moon, whatever that expression is. You were like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I can't believe this. This is going to be the rest of my life. It's going to be like this. And it was too good to be true. We know that now. And then immediately, once the love bomb is over, once they sank their dirty fangs into you, then they have the deval, and they're devaluing the whole time, where breadcrumbing comes in a lot. And then, of course, the discard. That's how it works. We have the education now, we have the enlightenment, and we are certainly empowered. But pay attention to this, to breadcrumbing, because in your narcissistic relationship, I know it happened. All false promises, false things that would happen, just painting beautiful pictures in your head of what the possibilities would be and what could happen and what could take place. It didn't happen. None of it happened. It really didn't. And let's say hypothetically that some good things did happen. I'm sure during the relationship you had some good things happen. But there was always an intention behind that which benefited the narcissist. It did not benefit you. It wasn't for you. There was always something behind the scenes that would benefit them. So guys, that's the video. It's breadcrumbing in your relationship, in the relationship. It happens so often. It's happening right now all over the world, in the workplace, in romantic relationships. It's happening. Watch this one before I close the video. Let's say you're on this is kind of ghosting, but it's the same idea for this video. But let's say you're on a dating app. And by the way, you shouldn't be on dating apps. They're cesspools for narcissism. That's my opinion. But if you are, and then you're talking to a couple of people, and then you nail one person down, you're like, oh yeah, like you're gonna go have a coffee with them tomorrow or something. And they're like, yeah, I can't make it tomorrow, but let's do it next week. And they keep stringing you along and stringing you along. They have no intention of actually meeting you for that coffee. What they're doing is they're breadcrumbing you, and they're just keeping you for supply. That's exactly what they're doing. So think about that for a minute. Guys, I hope you liked the video. I loved doing it from beautiful Costa Rica. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great evening. Be blessed. Be strong. No breadcrumbing. Let's continue to move forward and be the best version of ourselves possible. I love you all. God bless you. Have a great night. Bye-bye.